All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Let's see who's gonna jump on here. We'll give them some time. I know this is kind of unexpected. It's probably pretty late for most people, but I just wanted to jump on and say hello. Um, I am doing pretty good. We've had a really busy last couple of weeks, so that's why we haven't been live. Um, Also, just kind of just had to go and do a couple things to take care of some business. I did get a job, so I'm pretty happy about that. I've got orientation tomorrow morning, pretty early, and then I'm taking my friend Brian to the airport tomorrow as well, super early. So I'll be up early, so I'm not going to be on here for very long. Bryce is on. Hello, Bryce. Casey's on. Hey, Casey, how's it going? Good to see you guys. I swear, I think Bryce just waits until I get wait sits and watches his phone until I go live, and then he jumps on. Because every time I've gone on live like last 3 or 4 days, he's just always been like the first one to comment. Hey Stan, how's it going? Um, all right, Casey, Stan, my regulars. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Um, So no, not much. So Amanda and Aiden are in Disneyland right now, which I'm actually kind of jealous. Here, let me show you. I got my phone here. She's been sending me some pictures. This is pretty cool. Um, check this picture out of Aiden and Mickey. He kept grabbing his nose. It was the cutest thing ever. And then here's Aiden. He's got his shoes on. He's trying to walk. So it seems like he's having a good time. Um, so and then like he's pretty tired. Oh man, yeah. I wish I could have gone, but it was just this was planned too far back. Or I mean, it was planned about 4 weeks ago, but I don't think they had any extra space. I did just take a look at the website to see if they still had tickets available, but it's like $170. It's a lot more than when I went to Disneyland as a kid. So Uh, is that it? No, not the job at the bank. Actually, I got a job at a data center. They never called me, so and I can't wait around for these people to call me and tell me that I got a job or tell me that I didn't get a job. So I wasn't going to wait around. We need money and we need extra income. So hey, Wanda's on. Wanda, looks like you changed your profile picture, or it's been so long since I've live streamed that I don't recognize your profile picture. Or me and Tommy still have COVID bad over 2 weeks now. Yeah, I've had it. It sucks. But I would just keep. You have to drink a ton of liquids, and you just have to rest. Like you have to let your body rest and just ride it out. It's like having the flu. Um, Let me see. So, I'm glad that you guys are still. You know, it sucks that you still have COVID, but just give it some more time. Keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully, you guys start feeling better here pretty soon. It does suck. So, but I got some exciting news for you guys. Actually, I'm actually pretty happy. So recently I actually made the decision to close the doors to Excalibur Rings just because um, it wasn't really flourishing. I should say. 5 years later, and I'm not where I thought I would be at this point. So that was a really tough decision to make. Was to close the doors down and basically slowly turn all this off. Um, but the same day I made the announcement on Facebook, somebody placed an order for 2 rings, and they left me a note. They said that their son or brother-in-law had purchased a ring from us and they love it, and so she said that she wanted to get 2 rings for herself because she really loved them. So sometimes when we're in a dark spot, we need a reminder why um, you know we gotta look for the light. And for me, that light is you guys who are loyal, and as well as I try to remember why I started this business in the first place, and that's for my friends and my father. So um, it can get it can get very hard sometimes when you're running a business, to like try to remember the main goal. So, and then like, try try not to look past, what you're seeing on the, on the accounts book, and try to see like why you're actually why you're doing the business. So, um, I'm gonna keep on. I decided that I'm gonna just see how the rest of the year goes. So I'm gonna keep my doors open until January 1st of 2024. We'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? It's the holiday season. Yeah, I guess there will be a burst of, sales coming in like every year. At least I hope so. Um, and then we'll kind of go from there. In the meantime, I am starting not one but two more businesses. The first one is going to be, if you had seen my Facebook announcement, the first one's going to be a supply business for Excalibur rings. But like for those of you, or for anybody really, who's interested in making rings, like for instance, Dan, you make rings, um, but this is going to be kind of like a supply store. So I want to be able to kind of give people, artists, creators, whatever, what have you, um, those items, those options, the same ones that I really like, that I've worked with. I want to actually be able to have them available for you guys, who do make rings. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting a store. I want it to be competitive. I'm not going to overcharge for, you know, certain things that I've seen on other supply stores. So that's going to be what sets us different. Is it's going to be inexpensive, and so that's huge for me. Um, so that's store number one. Now, new business number two. This is actually one that I've already started working on. So you guys know Justin, right? He's my employee. He's been on live streams a couple times, with me, and he does an absolutely phenomenal job. I love Justin. He's great. Um, and so see Justin, and he's probably talked about it on the live streams. Is, he's really big on, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. And he talks about it. He probably talks about it every once in a while. But he literally lives, breathes, and eats, D&D, as it's called. So, and I have a little bit of interest in the game. I've only played it once, but I like it. I mean, it's not. I don't have anything against it or anything like that. So, we actually, I came up with the idea, working with Justin. We're gonna be working as partners on this new business. It's gonna be, D&D, but like we're providing supplies for the players. Providing supplies. Hang on, Mandy's calling me, but I'm not going to answer that right now. So that's going to be business number three. I'm still going to focus on Excalibur rings. Justin's still going to work for me, with Excalibur rings, um, for at least for the meantime, because he still needs a check, every 2 weeks or whatever. So he's going to be doing that until we see a little bit more of a profit from the other businesses. And then once we get the other one, the one that he's actually has an interest in, up and running, there's a very possible chance that, I may just take a stake in that for the rest of my life or whatever, and just let him have it. I don't know yet. Um, I mean, I like it. I'm glad to help him. So, at least I can kind of teach him the business and such. So I think that'd be really cool, to be able to, give him, because he's been there. He stood out. He stood with me, like, during like thick and thin, when my videographer quit, and like when other people, just kind of like, lost it, or like, just kind of gave me the cold shoulder about the business. So unfortunately, family and friends as well. But I just kept on going, and Justin has always been on my side, and we've always hadn't had, the best, like with me and, just in everybody else who's worked for me. We've had good days, we've had bad days, and like, and he's always been there. Like there were times when, like, I haven't paid him in like, almost a month, and like, I expected him to leave, but hey, he stuck around, and he was still doing work for me, but I got him paid. It took a little bit longer because we were just not doing very well, but I got him paid. I followed through. So I feel like that, I'm going to reward that loyalty by being his partner in a business that he actually has a high interest in. Um, so I'm really excited about that. It's very interesting. I'm learning more and more as I go. So there's more there's more to come on that. Like eventually, I know you guys are want to hear about the rings, but um, that's something that's a business venture I'm very excited about. And I mean, it's still going to be in the fantasy realm. It's just not going to be in jewelry. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to probably even a lot for us to travel more to like different conventions. So that's something I'm excited about. Let me see what Mandy said. Hang on. Oh, she sent me a video of. Um, she's at Amanda and Nate are at Disneyland right now, so I just wanted to, or she wanted to just say goodnight. So, but that's really it. Let me read the comments here. I was going to need one of the O-rings, get his size on us, and they go together. Oh, okay, you guys are talking about something else. Yeah, thank you, Wanda. I will. Deputy Dan is on. At least I think he was on. I'm down to 4 viewers at the moment. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm just gonna keep doors open a little bit longer for the business for remaking. Um, there's also some really cool projects I never really got to do, especially in like I wanted to start the nonprofit, which I never got to do. So, and I guess that would technically be business number 3. Oh, he's going to be on the O-rings. Get his size enough to submit with the others. Sorry, I'm not following. Yeah, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to do more. Try to go live for you guys more often. We're almost at 1,500 hours of watch time. Oh, remember how I think it was last week I was talking about Justin taking over for the lives. That way I'm still gonna focus on the back end of Excalibur Rings and like put the website or finish up the website, put it together, whatever. But Justin's actually gonna be doing the live streams from here on out, starting next week, possibly. I know he needed a couple of days because they had a plumbing problem, and I've been giving him shit for no pun intended since since that happened. So I can't wait till he goes live and I'm gonna jump on and call him out on it. So even though it's not his fault, it's still pretty funny. At least in my opinion, it is. They had to stay. They had to vacate the home for about a week or so. So it was that bad. So, but they are back in their home tonight. So hopefully everything goes well, and then um, they'll be able to just stay on there. It's never any fun having to stay in a hotel, because your house is, whatever the case is with your house, whether that's pest control or a plumbing problem. So, oh man, I'm gonna get some karma, for this. So, oh man, definitely good guy. I'm glad they're doing well too. They're back in their home tonight. Let me see here. Any questions or anything? I know like some of you guys are waiting on rings. I have to go through my emails. To be honest, I did not stay organized this last during the last auction. I have your orders or your for those of you who did pay for your auction rings. I have those. I just got to get them sent out or made possibly too. So those will probably go out here. Well, I got the weekend to myself. I just got a long meeting tomorrow for work, and then weekend I'm not going to Disneyland or anything. At least I don't plan to, nor can I afford to. But I'll probably work on those this weekend. It's really starting to cool down a little bit. Actually, it's currently 87 outside. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. In the summertime, it's still in the 90s. It's crazy. Let me see here. All right. Let's see here. Current weather. Oh yeah, it's picking up a little bit. Looks like it's gonna go down to the mid 80s or on Sunday, so that'll be nice. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's gonna be pretty nice. I'll definitely be in the shop then. um, to work on rings for you guys. And then we'll probably do. I mean, I'd like to do another session where we just make rings or whatever. And oh, I've been also last week, just this last week, I was also trying to get my rings on Amazon. That's been an exciting um, how do I what do I call it? How would experience trying to list rings on Amazon. Um, Probably one of the most challenging things if you know of anybody who's trying to get anything on Amazon listed. The main picture requires like a white background, so I had my photographer Christy do all of our rings um, photography, and then I told her specifically we need the ones with white backgrounds for the main image, which she did. She delivered them. The problem was Amazon was not reading it correctly to where it was a white background, even though it was. So I ended up having to subscribe to a third party photo editor online and then edit the background for white. And then now I'm able to upload it. So it just ends up costing more money. It's just kind of a bit of a headache. But it's been yes, process. Thank you, Stan. But it's been interesting. I've got 3 or 4 listings ready to go. I'm just trying to make sure that we have, just because the ship time is like, I think it's between 2 and 3 days. I mean, people, even if it's not Prime, because I'm selling Amazon handmade, it's not Prime, but customers are still expecting, especially an Amazon customer is expecting to get their product as Prime, essentially. They still want it in 2 to 3 days. They don't want it in a week or 2 weeks. So we still want to have to make sure that we get them out. So probably this weekend I'll probably do an inventory of what rings I have, what blanks I have left, and then I'll probably stock up on that. So I might do a live stream of that, and you guys can just, I guess, every day except Sunday because of games. So I'll probably go live for that for those days. Let's see here. It's going to be a very large. It is. It's definitely going to be a large inventory. Um, but I only sell a few at a time. I want to limit the sizes, but then at the same time I don't. I might do like one of each, or just see what I can come up with the 3 or 4 designs I have right now, and then I have to order more blanks if I'm going to keep this going. Sorry, I got some heartburn. Um, but Stan, I was actually thinking about, potentially even having your rings on there as well. But you said specifically you wanted me to auction them off, so we'll definitely auction them off. But I might put like 1 or 2 on there. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Or I mean, maybe we'll even do eBay. I don't know yet. Let me see. Yeah, and that's the other thing was like just what was I going with this? Sorry. Oh, hey Drex, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. I think I kind of had a pretty stressful month, so I was going to close down the business, but I'm going to keep it open a little bit longer, and then just open and just work on some other projects. I think rings just kind of burn me out after a while. I've just been doing it for so long, so I'm branching out into other fields. Still running businesses. I've got 3 or I have 2 that I'm planning, that I discussed at the beginning of the live, and then I'm going to keep Excalibur rings just open just a little bit longer, and try to get some of these, because I've already paid for these pictures too to have them done, and the website as well. So I don't want to just waste it all. So I'm going to keep it going just a little bit longer. And you guys can always follow me on Facebook. Um, on Facebook, that way you're in the know for like announcements and such. So feel free to follow me on social media. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else before I let you guys go for the night. This is just a really short stream. I just kind of want to jump on and just kind of see what you guys were up to, and kind of give you some information, some news. So I all playing catch up, watching at 1.5 speed from beginning. All right. Hey Bobby, how's it going? Um, Amanda and Aiden are in Disneyland right now. So just so you're aware. um, those of you who don't know, Robert Davis is my brother-in-law. Wanda says don't have Facebook, have Instagram though. Okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and update on Instagram as well. I have most of the social media icons. I don't use TikTok a whole lot. Um, I'm not really too much of a fan of it. So at the moment, I don't see the advantages of it from a business standpoint. But I do post pretty regularly on Facebook, and then Instagram. I'll post on there as well from time to time. Let me see here. Trying to see if I forgot anything else. Justin was here earlier. Oh, take not. I did have Justin here earlier. We didn't do any live streaming though. We just had the two ring orders that came in. This one, he was a molten core and a mystic. So I think he knocked those out pretty quick. Um, okay, yeah, sounds good. You know what, Drex, I still have your stuff. So once we get settled, and once I know what the heck I'm doing with the blacksmithing, I'll let you know how that goes. So then we'll throw something together. So for you. So Marcy's on. Hey Marcy, how's it going? Here, let me show you guys some pictures of my son. He's currently at Disneyland, having the time of his life. It seems like so. Just living life, living the dream. So he's just having the time of his life. Oh man, I wish I could be there with them, but I told Mandy that I really need to find work, so I wasn't planning on going anyway. Which I did. I did get a job, so I'm going to work in security. Going back to the security realm for a little bit longer. I don't foresee myself being in work for probably no more than I don't know 6 months if it comes down to it. I'm trying to launch these other two businesses as quickly as possible, but also as carefully as possible. Um, because the job is all the way out in Chandler, which is it's a pretty good distance, pretty good drive, but thankfully it's all freeway and there's no I'm not merging to other freeways. It's a pretty straight shot, and it pays well. It pays pretty good. So my other business is going to be a supply shop for artists, crafters, ring makers, jewelers, and then my second one is going to be for D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be Justin and I are going in as partners to start up our own supply store for D&D gamers. So we're going to have like the dice, the accessories. Yeah, yeah. And I remember actually when you and I were stationed in Germany, you got into the D&D MMO, and then actually Johnny and I picked it up as well. We were playing as well. So yeah, I will. I'll send you the link as soon as I'm ready. I've been working on the website the last couple of days, and it's been going pretty well. So I don't have anything in inventory yet. But as soon as I do, and as soon as the website's looking much better, I'll send you the link. No rings today. Live, laugh, love. I just kind of had some news for everybody, some pretty good news. So I'm not closing down anymore. I'm going to see out 2023 and see how the rest of the year goes. So, yeah, Drex, I'll definitely keep in touch with you, man, and let you know how it goes because it's looking great. And I'm actually really excited about it. I don't think I didn't think I would be as excited. I was kind of doing this for Justin to help him out. As not only as him being an excellent employee, but like a really good friend of mine as well, just over the year that I've known him. So this is kind of like my way of just saying thank you, for everything you've done. I know there were some times where you could have just walked out, but you didn't. And so I'm going to teach you about business, and essentially you're going to own part of the business. So part of this business. So I'm really happy about that. And he knows his stuff too. So like he's basically our he knows the game. He knows, the rules. He was a dungeon master. So it's pretty exciting. Just that he has knowledge and then I have the business knowledge and experience. So with both of us, I think it's going to go pretty well. Yeah, I'm still doing rings, live, laugh, love. I did post on Facebook that I was quitting, but I'm actually going to go see out the rest of the year on. So I will be taking ring orders, and business will proceed as normal. Um, so, um, so yes, I'm still doing rings. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the year. I don't know, just depending on how everything goes. I may close down. I really don't want to. Um, but we'll see what happens. So I know it's the holidays are coming up. You guys are looking forward to rings. You want to get them for friends and family. I'd be honored to make them for you. So I will keep my doors open just a little bit longer. So Drex says, if you need help trying a place, yes, absolutely. I will need help in the sense that we'll need somebody to try out our stuff. So, hey, free, for your honest reviews, we'll give you some free stuff. So, and if there's anybody else who's interested, let me know. Um, if you just want some free stuff, some free dice or, whatever. So I'm excited about it too. And there's some really cool stuff out there too that I was looking into. Some of it was a little bit pricey to get, not all is, but we'll have more for you as the website is coming together. It's exciting. So yeah, well, you know what I mean. Not free, but just pay for shipping or something. It'll be fine. I just want honest reviews. Yeah, Wanda, that's awesome. I mean, there's just a whole market for D&D out there. So and I've played it once. I'm not I'm not very good at it, but it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it and I understand the rules. Um, and like I think having a supply business is something that's going to really help out in that sense. It's going to help Excalibur rings out. It's going to help out the supply store as well. So I was good. uh, I think I was all right. um I do better on computer games. No, I mean I would like to play another campaign. My son had his Twitch channel. He's a true gamer. That's awesome. Yeah, Justin actually has a channel too. It's called Tales and Taverns. And he was actually playing the game with a group of his friends, and like they had a YouTube channel together. But for your information, Drex, our business it's a supply store, DD supply store. It's called Tomes and Tokens. So tomesandtokens.com. It's not up and running yet. I actually don't even have the domain yet, so I got to go and reserve it. And then probably I'll get you more information as we, I'll get you more information as we move along. But it's something I'm really excited about. We're going to be doing conventions, not just here in Arizona, but like out of state too. And then I'm actually going to sell probably from at least Excalibur rings and from Tomes and Tokens on the same table, since essentially I own both businesses. So there might be days where I'll sell, I'll put my name down as Excalibur rings, and then there, depending on the convention and what the theme is, I may go in as Tomes and Tokens. So at least Justin and I will go, and then Justin will be able to go to other conventions as well. I mean, hell, we might even go to two separate conventions and make money together, and see who makes more money. So we'll see. And he's also a really good salesman too. Like he does really well. At least I like to tell him that he does well. So, yeah, I'm excited. So that's something that I will sell the guns. Yes, you will. You will sell the guns and the spent ammo. Oh man. Hey Drex, just so you know, man, I actually applied for a job in Billings, Montana. It was a government job, a federal job, physical security specialist for Department of Energy. So we'll see what happens. They have one out here in Phoenix, but remember how I was talking about we want to get out of here, and I think Montana was actually one of the places that I was looking into. So, um, yeah. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions about anything at all? I wish I could show you some of our stuff that we've been working on, but I can't yet. Oh, that's up by me in the cold. Hey, if I get the job, we'll see what happens, but I don't expect anything. It's highly competitive. So, My friend out here in Phoenix, he has a job, and yeah, go get some rest, Drex. We'll talk to you later, okay? I'll talk to you on. I'll send you a message on Facebook tomorrow. You're in Montana. I'm in Indiana. Yeah, have a good night. Take care. Well, guys, I'm probably. I'll see if anybody else is gonna hop on here. Is Pepe on? He usually keeps pretty quiet. I don't think he is though. He would have said something by now. I want to show him my cup that I got. So, if you guys see Pepe, tell him that I bought a cup. I thought of him and I bought this cup. So here, it's right here. I put sriracha on my sriracha. Idaho. Okay, I haven't seen Pepe in any lives. He's probably all right. He probably just got a little bit busy or something. So, he'll hop back on. He usually does what I do. We'll just kind of go quiet for like about a week or so, and then he'll hop back on. Like, hey, I'm back. Well, I mean, you can make someday today or one day today, Bryce. Well, not today, obviously, but you make a lot more sooner than you think. So start with, selling or developing your own wine, from your house. I mean, I don't remember what beer company it was, but there was one. Was it Miller? One of those companies. They actually started out in their house, and then the house is still on the property of the brewery, the original brewery. So, oh, he was also sick. Hopefully he's all right. I'll send him an email, and just see how he's doing. So, all right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so tired. I think just everything just kind of hit me all at once. We also spent the night at Mandy and I's friend's house last night. Right before, because that's who Mandy went to Disneyland with. Was her friend Sarah and Sarah's mom. We spent the night at their house so they could leave early, and then I took Aiden for that night. For the night. Oh man, he's been staying up late. He went to bed around 1:30 last night. Like I ended up just taking him out to the living room, letting him play. And then like when he gets tired, he just kind of crawls over to me and he's like wants to cuddle. I'm like, all right, we'll go to sleep now. So we didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock. Yeah, and then like they'll be back on Sunday evening. They're in Anaheim at Disneyland, so I know on Sunday they'll be they're going to the beach, they're taking Aiden to the beach, and then they'll be back that evening, I think. So hopefully they all get back in, safe and sound. He said possibly COVID. Pepe did. He told me he was around someone who had it and he was feeling sick also. Guys, if you're sick, stay home. Don't be around other sick people or other healthy or other people in general. Oh man. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it was actually earlier this year I got sick and I think I caught pneumonia from somebody at work, at Fat Cats. Maybe it was a customer who came in, like they were very sick, and I guess maybe they coughed all over the arcade games, and that's what I did. Was I was an arcade tech, um, and then I mean I ended up getting very sick. I've never had to bring a doctor's note to work before to actually request, like, have to have time off. So, but I did that day because it was really bad. My lungs were on fire. It wasn't COVID though; it was pneumonia. Um, and then Aiden ended up getting sick, and then Mandy got sick. Mandy didn't get as sick as Aiden did, but Aiden and I both had it worse. And Aiden was actually in the hospital for about 4 days. It was pretty bad. Let me see. Was it? I feel like we had some developments with Aiden. I don't remember. Yeah, I'll actually send him an email right now, so I know people are thinking about him. So let's see, Mr. Jose, because he's been pretty much in touch with me, like usually, I mean, pretty regularly. So um, you, I hope you're, we hope you're doing all right. We hope you're doing all right. Let me go, David. YouTube. Rings for fan group. Hashtag ring exclamation mark or exclamation mark ring. Gotta have that. All right. Let's see here. College have wine classes? What? That's awesome. Well, go to college. What are you waiting for? Oh man. You know, you can always do YouTube University too. So I don't know, but felt like weird, like zero energy. Took test, it was positive. So weird. Last time I had no symptoms. Yeah, I think the first time I got sick, I really felt like it was just like a typical cold. Um, so I was trying to get, so I could work from home. And they did a test, and then they were like, "Yeah, you got COVID. Have you ever had COVID before?" I was like, "No." So what do I do? And they're like, "Well, just quarantine for like 4 days." It's like 4 or 5 days. I don't remember. I remember when it used to be 2 weeks. Be like, can I get COVID for so I can be home from work for 2 weeks? That was back in like when this thing kicked off in like 2020. Oh man, took tests. It was probably so weird. Symptoms back in my back bad. I mean, okay, it's bad on my back. Gotcha. All right. Let's see. Oh man. Um. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else for you guys. 37 minutes. Okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna let you all go. Have a good night. I gotta get up early. I'm taking my friend to the airport like 3 a.m. So it's about 6 hours. So you guys have a good night. I will be back on. I'll try to be back on tomorrow night to go live again. Probably from the workshop. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I mean, I'll get pretty lonely because like I'll be home alone until Sunday evening. So I might go live. I mean, maybe I'll just stay in the workshop all night. All right, I'll let Justin know. You said hey. Um. All right, guys. Have a good night. I love you all. So be safe out there. Take care. Watch each other's back. I'll let Kyle know you said good night. Yeah, there we go. He's my cuddle buddy for the next 3 nights. So, all right. Take care, everybody.